Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show. Meet the trusted experts who will give you straight answers and will help guide you on the path of later life care. Now, here's your host, founder, caregiver, and CEO, Suzanne Newman.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And I am here with our specialist spotlight expert, Dr. Jill Bjerke, on aging and place. And Dr. Jill, it's been an honor to spend time with you as we talk about how you help all of us that are aging, us baby boomers, and even the Xers at this point are probably starting to think about that right now. But also there's a lot of people out there that are buying homes and maybe downsizing and buying condos or different things like that. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the baby boomers and that generation.
A lot of them right now, and particularly where I live, they're building. And they may be millennials. They may be early retirees. So what I ask them to do is to find a builder in their location who's familiar with aging in place amenities and building needs. They can get that a lot of times through a realtor. Your local realtor may be very familiar with builders that do build that style of home. But I caution you again, if you have a builder advertising, I built age in place friendly homes, tour the homes, because I did that.
No kidding.
The builder was not building age in friendly homes. So that's why I say realtors often can give you an awful lot of information.
Right.
National Association of Home Builders, NAHB.org, is another place to locate information on how to build an age in place safe and friendly home. It's another place to get a lot of really good information. You can search on NAHB by zip code. So you can get a wealth of information if you're wanting to build a new structure.
Yeah. And obviously there's a certification called CAPS that's out there, is there not? And tell us about what that is.
The National Association of Home Builders has created this designation, Certified Aging in Place Specialist. I have that designation. It is a course that we take that gives us very, very specific information on construction, on all kinds of things related to aging in place. Surfaces, building things that you may not even think about, rails, stairs, the width of a doorway, the type of flooring. It goes into a great detail, and it gives you, for anyone who wants to work or communicates with someone in the aging in place space, is really better off to find a certified aging in place specialist. Again, you can locate those on the NAHB.org website. You can search by zip code. They are also the ones, if you need modifications done, they are, again, a good source of modification professionals.
Right. And I think about, too, all the different things that we may have around our homes, even that, we want to remodel or that we want to redo a room. We may not need it yet, but I've heard that they can actually build a wider frame within the wall. So if it ever you ever have to have a wheelchair or something like that, it's easily widened. And they can do that in the construction. Isn't that correct?
That's correct. Heard that. And the other thing that a builder familiar with aging in place, he will put what's called blocking, which are horizontal 2x4s in the bathroom, so that when you put on a grab bar, it's stable and not loose. They know right where to put it. So that can be done in the construction process, as can 0-step thresholds, which mean it's flat. And that should be that way all the way through the home, from when you enter to when you leave, through every single room in the house. There should be no thresholds to go over.
Yeah. And you think about that. I mean, I have some dear friends, they have some stairs that you go up with no railings. And even to me, I mean, I'm okay to go up them, but I hang on to my husband just because I don't have a railing. Again, that's the thing, that those are little things, but I think about, why don't they put a railing up there? I don't understand. I guess because it's me, right? But I think there's a lot of times that we may have hazards like that, fall hazards, that we don't even realize.
Well, and that's true. And, this safety assessment will give you ideas even for new
Mhm.
construction
Yeah.
about putting in lever handles at the new
Yeah.
construction point for cabinetry from doors, for
Mhm.
faucets, for your tub, for your shower.
Right.
That can be done at
And you can
almost the
do
same
that through
cost.
silver spaces as well. So obviously, if you're building a home, then what happens?
What do you mean?
You're going through an assessment. Obviously, there's no room yet. So how do you use
Oh,
the
well,
assessment?
it gives you basically a heads up. I
Okay,
didn't know that I should be putting in lever handles instead of door.
got it. So
If
it
you,
gives you basically a laundry list of ways in which you can design the home of your dreams. Or even if you're moving into a space, then you're doing a survey basically like you would your own house, correct?
yeah,
Yeah.
we recommend things like a raised dishwasher so that you
Mhm.
don't have to bend over so far. The stove that has controls in the front, regardless of what type, if it's ceramic or whatever. So, I mean, you get a really good overview of what an aging and place-friendly home looks like before
Mhm.
you can build, so that you have some idea of the concept, even before you're even in the home. You
Mhm.
can contact a builder and say, hey, I'd really rather have lever faucets, zero-step thresholds. I want very low maintenance uh, exterior.
Mhm.
I want gutters that are, don't need a lot of maintenance.
Right.
I don't want trees with things falling over my driveway and my sidewalk because that's slippery. So things that you just don't think about really help when
Mhm.
you're facing new construction.
Absolutely. And I obviously you talked a lot about like outdoor spaces is so critical when you're designing a place because and oftentimes, you think about if you're going to buy a house, what if there's a lot of stairs to get up to the house or down? That's going to be a challenge unless you want to go to I've heard like split levels. What were they thinking?
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking when they built them.
And you can't predict your future. I had knee surgery, I had joint replacement, and boy, did that give me a firsthand view of what it's like to have to
Mhm.
use a walker and to have to shuffle. And I have stairs. I shouldn't have stairs. How am I going to get up and down the stairs now that I have them? So this assessment really gives you a picture of what you
Mhm.
could be facing in the future if you're not thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm very grateful now that I don't have stairs to go up and down. We specifically chose a house that was a rambler. We wanted that because we wanted an opportunity to live a long time. And we knew that stairs would probably pose an issue. And the ones that we have outside, they've got railings all the way around. So that's the beauty of where I live. And I'm very lucky that we're in a house like that. Like I said, we have grab bars. But those are things I never would have thought of. And I discounted it with me, with all my knowledge. I discounted it when I looked at this house and I saw grab bars in the bathroom. And it even has a walk-in tub too, by the way, that I never use because I don't do bathtubs. But the thing is that it has that in my house. And of course, my husband goes, "Oh, you can use that." Of course, I don't like to take baths, but the whole point is that I think you know, I discounted it. And with my knowledge, that's crazy because I'm grateful now that I have the grab bars in the shower. I don't even realize I'm using them, but I am. I grab them to go in and out all the time.
Well, and that's the beauty. If you can tackle this at construction and you do plan on living in this house for quite some time,
Hmm.
boy, you're thinking way ahead of things you may not need now, but they'll
Hmm.
be right there for you in the
Yeah.
future when you do
Yeah.
need.
And I'm grateful to my husband that said, this is a good move for us to do this. And I looked at him like, I'm not old yet. But then again, it's not about getting old. It's about
Yeah.
staying vibrant and staying so that you're not falling, you're not having the hazards in your way. And I know that's so important.
And that's the problem of connecting like a grab bar with being old
Mhm.
when they're beautiful. Some
That's
of them
what
are
I
made in
did.
Italy and they're
Yeah.
just gorgeous.
They're
And they have this
beautiful.
concept, oh, grab bar makes me look
Mhm.
old. And I hear that very often. I'm like,
Wow.
go online, search grab bar. You'll be
Yeah.
amazed at how beautiful they are.
And I'm going to touch on one thing too, in this last segment, because I think a lot of people that are getting older, they tend to have a lot of clutter in their house. And we've touched on that. And I know you're like the anti-clutter expert out there. That's a big factor as well, isn't it, in aging
It
in place?
is.
And obviously
It,
that it makes a difference.
it does. It can create cluttered pathways.
Mhm.
And if you're downsizing at all, that becomes something you have to do. You have to go
Mhm.
through all of your things and decide what to keep, what to sell, what to give away,
Mhm.
what to throw away.
Yeah.
Things you have memories are really hard to decide what to do with. I tell people, find someone who will love that thing as much as you do. Take a picture of it. You may not have the room for it. If you're going into something like a tiny home, or an ADU,
Mhm.
it's a smaller space. You can't
Yeah.
take all that stuff with you.
No, you can't.
So it's hard, but you need to go through it and decide what it is that I'm going to keep and what can I not keep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really true. And Dr. Jill Berkey, thank you so much for being our specialist in the spotlight this month of April. And again, how do people get your tool?
Very easy. Go to www.silverspaces, all one word, .com.
And we're very excited again to talk about Silver Spaces. You can also, if you go to Answers for Elders, there is actually an ad banner on our website that will take you directly to silverspaces.com. So please check it out. It could mean the difference for you being safe in your home, or it could mean keep you from a nursing home like we talked about.
Right.
It's really, really serious. Do your own research about falls in homes, and then maybe you'll be convinced to spend the $39 to make sure that your home is as safe as possible.
And do
right?
it while you have the time to do it now.
Yes, absolutely. And Dr. Jill, again, thank you so much for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you, Suzanne.
We at Answers for Elders thank you for listening. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.